Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna do a quick tutorial on doing add drops. I'm gonna begin with the worst of first selections, which begins Monday at 12 a.m. and ends Wednesday 2 p.m. You must do this. You must enter your picks in between this time frame, and automatically the site Wednesday 2 p.m. will cycle through your picks and assign the proper picks to the teams in worst to first order. So what I want to do is begin with sign into your team. And here I am at my team. This is my team page. I'm going to log into my team. By now all of you should have a password, and that's very important so that nobody else can log into your team, do add drops, set your lineup, change your lineup. So make sure you edit your info. When you're in here, you'll see this is your team panel. Okay, your team page, your team panel. And you'll see you have several links, anywhere from team home, your ad wave. You can propose a trade, set your lineup, see your matchup, edit team info. You can log out, refresh your roster, and the links in here are going to be important, especially this pending link. Okay, so we're already logged in, and we're going to begin doing some add drops. What we're going to do is click Add Wave, and what you'll see here is your team is in this window. Over here are your free agent window, your wave box, and your conditional picks. You may enter up to 6 conditional picks. Also over here you'll see the players that are on waivers. Remember that anybody dropped cannot be picked up to the following week. Okay, and you'll of course see the waiver order, which is listed right here. We're going to begin by selecting who we want to drop. Okay, so I go to my team and I'm going to pick Dominik Hixon. You'll see that he's now entered into the wave box, and there's still nobody in conditional picks. So here's my free agent window. I'm going to select the wide receiver. The window's going to refresh, and that will be all wide receivers. I'll begin the search through this list for who I want to add. Okay. Right now I'm going to add Jason Avant. And you'll see here in my conditional picks that he is my first pick. This is the first person I want to drop, and this is the first person I want to select in his place. If you want to add additional people, you may be further up on the list, as I am on this waiver order. So what I want to do is add conditional picks. Okay, you don't want to submit at this point. You want to continue to pick more people. So I'm going to go and select Kenny Britt. You'll see now he's my second pick. Add to Kenny Britt. Should the list go through and I don't get Jason Avant, then my next pick will be Kenny Britt. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select additional people. Josh Cribbs. I'm going to go through the list. Joey Galloway. Jacoby Jones. And I can select up to one more. Louis Murphy. And you'll see now that I've now added, my number 6 pick is Louis Murphy. Okay, that's the max I can do, so I'll click Submit. You'll see now nothing's happened, it doesn't show any picks, and this is all hidden. But what you do see here in your team panel is your team name and the player claim that is made. You'll see that it's adding in the order 1 through 6 these wide receivers and who I'm waiving. You go ahead and click Reload Team Roster. This will again bring up your roster. Nothing's changed. Dominik Hixon still appears in my roster. Okay, it's just waiting for 2 o'clock when it can assign those people to my team. If I want to check to see if they are in, I'll go ahead here to Pending. Clicking Pending will then show any claims I have in. And I do have a claim here, so I can click it. You'll see over here that I can decline this and start over. I can also double check it. And I'll see Jason Avant all the way down to Louis Murphy and the person I'm going to drop. Remembering that I can only drop him once. So if I had an additional wide receiver, I would then go ahead and pick an additional wide receiver and start with Kenny Britt and work my way down, hoping that one of these will be my next pick there. Okay, I'm going to go back into Add Wave, and we're going to do another one. I'm going to select the running back, Darren McFadden. He's also my any pick. So he shows up in the wave box, and now I'm going to put in my picks. If I did want another wide receiver in his place, I would go ahead and click wide receiver. Being he's my any pick, I can select any position for him. And I'm going to start with my second pick. knowing that my first pick, I'll get Jason Avant, I'm going to start with my second pick, hoping to get both, which that person was Kenny Britt. And I've added that wide receiver. I'm going to continue on, because if I don't get Kenny Britt, I could get a quarterback if I'd like. And let's take Jason Campbell. So now I've added a quarterback. So this will cycle through. My first pick being Dominic Hickson. Next will be McFadden. And these will be my conditional picks for dropping McFadden. I'll go through and I'll add a running back in his place. And Mike Bell. Okay, and that's all I want to add here, so I'm going to click Submit. Again, you'll see over on this side in the team panel, the player claim I had made in the order, my first, second, and third choice, and the person I'm waiving is Darren McFadden. I reload my team roster, nothing has changed. But, checking pending, I'll see my claims. My first claim is for Avant. My second claim is for Britt. I can click them to check and show that Hickson is my first wave in the order. My second one is dropping McFadden in the order of those people. Okay? Should I want both? This is what would happen. At any point I want to decline, I can decline that, and it'll show here in the team window what's been declined. Player claim rescinded, and what that transaction was. I can reload the team. Clicking pending will show that that transaction is now gone. And that is pretty much it. What will happen then is once you're all set, you can go back to your team home. Okay, and you can check other things and information. But what's important is you're all set. You see that you have a pending add drop you've done, and you'll be waiting for Wednesday at 2 o'clock for those transactions to take place. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click Close Team Panel, bring myself back to the main page. And to see if I've got him, there are a number of things to do. One is your transaction window. Okay, at 2 p.m. when the site cycles through, it's going to show your transactions. And you'll see here, you can actually click the transactions and it'll bring you to this list. You can see by all transactions. Okay, nothing's happened yet. The cycle hasn't changed. The site has not gone through them yet, but this is where it would show up when it does go through. Another tool would be League Transaction Results, Trans Results. And you'll see here, it says worst to first, the date, the time it happened, and in what order. And you'll see here the Eagles have done something. The Vikes have not turned anything in, and so on. And as it goes through the list and goes back around the list, and that list will be separated by dates. As you see here, September 16th, which was last week. Okay, so these are two helpful tools, and then I'm going to go back home. Should there be any questions any time, you can always email me your picks or call me, and I will enter them for you. But if you could be by a computer, I would. It'd be a lot easier for me to talk you through it so that you can do it once. A lot of you have already gotten the hang of it, or I've helped already, but at any time that you want to give me a call, I'll be able to talk you through it, okay? If you can't get to a computer, also, again, give me a call, all right? And that's it for add drop-in, worst to first. Good luck.